let's talk about relationships for this specific video because I am sick and I have nothing better to do and I got bored of Minecraft. What I've noticed recently, from a third perspective, people expect too much when they go inside into a relationship or if they want to go inside of one. I can tell you this right now, that there is a 100% chance that a relationship is going to have problems. I'm not gonna say problems to the point where they're yelling and throwing chairs at each other, throwing glass at each other, or hitting each other violently. I'm saying there's gonna be problems, there's gonna be disagreements, there's gonna be sometimes when someone's mad at the other person or they're sad because someone did this or this or this. And many people expect that, they're gonna go into one and they're gonna say, everything's completely fine, everything's gonna be fine, nothing's gonna happen. I can tell you this, that I thought that as well. I thought that, you know, the relationship I'm in right now, or the relationship I was gonna go in past then, wouldn't have any problems. We wouldn't argue. We wouldn't have disagreements. I'm not saying we argue. I'm not saying we throw stuff at each other or yell at each other. I'm saying that we have disagreements now and then. And I'm not saying that that's anything bad because humans are humans. Humans are gonna have different perspectives every single time. People are gonna have their own reason. They're gonna have their own motto. They're gonna have their own way of life. And it's impossible to find someone who's exactly like you. And obviously, you're gonna argue now and then. It's just perfectly normal. I'm saying that many people just think, oh, I'm gonna go into a relationship. I just started first day. We're gonna be completely fine. Everything's gonna be joyful. Everything's gonna be perfect. Of course things are gonna be joyful, and of course things should be perfect. But your idea of perfect and my idea of perfect are completely different. We're not saying that people are gonna have fist fights. They're not gonna have slapping each other. They're not gonna be yelling at each other. But you know, people are gonna have disagreements now and then. Now let me give an example. Let's say you start off and, first day in the relationship, you talk to each other 24/7. First month, you're still talking. Second, third, you're starting to lose interest on the third. I'm not saying this has happened to me, but I'm just making this up in my mind. You lose interest in the third, and then you confront him or her, and you say, "I'm losing interest in you. Can we improve this?" Obviously, the other person's gonna be offended, and they're gonna say, why are you losing interest? I love you. What's going on? And they're gonna be confused and they're gonna be sad. And obviously the person who's, saying I'm losing interest, they're gonna start thinking, wow, if they're yelling at me, might as well just get out of the relationship. Perspectives in relationships, when you take perspectives to a person you love and you think they're doing this, this, or this, it always and pretty much inevitably leads to disaster, leads to argument, leads to sadness, and leads to people getting hurt emotionally, and I sure hope not physically. So, if I were to give a small bit of advice in relationships, because a wise man once said, don't give advice you can't follow. And I can't follow this advice. So, if I were to give some relationship advice to, anyone who's in one, don't presume things. Don't think they're cheating on you. Don't think that if they're talking to another guy or another girl, then that person has a thing for them and the girl or guy you like has a thing for them too. Don't think about that. Enjoy where you are right now. Enjoy what's going to happen in the future. And if they leave you or if you leave them, you lose interest, that's fine. Stuff happens. Things happen in this world. You may feel the end of the world when they leave you, but I can assure you that your emotional bond, if you ended the relationship or if you're getting out of one right now, I can assure you that the emotional bond, if you ended it, it wasn't meant to be. And there's plenty of people in the sea. I know if you got a relationship, you feel like a fish in a bucket. But obviously, it's going to expand and you're going to be happier later on in life. And to those people who aren't in a relationship, I'm not trying to be the relationship guru right now, but I'm just trying to give advice to anybody who's seeing this. Those who aren't in a relationship, you know, There's someone out there for you. There's gonna be someone out there. Even if it's the person you least expect is gonna be out there for you. Someone out there loves you. Someone out there wants to be with you. And I sure hope that you maybe muster up the courage, or maybe they muster up the courage to tell you, don't be shy when you get into a relationship. The worst thing that could happen, they say, I don't want to be in a relationship with you. That's fine. There's plenty of people out there. So, what I'm trying to say in this whole video is try not to, you know, specifically assume things in life. Don't think this or that, because this world is so radical and so predictable at the same time. So I'll leave you with that, and bye.